Finishing out our night, we're going to cheer on our 10-horse Revolt with Folds of Honor. Beside me, I have Brent Black. Tell me about your organization. You do some pretty cool stuff.
We do some really cool stuff, Ashley. And so Folds of Honor was started in 2007 by a gentleman by the name of Dan Rooney. Dan has arguably the perfect life because he flies F-16s in the Air National Guard, and he's a PGA professional golfer. And he found this need, and there's a great story about what that need is, but to honor the sacrifice and educate the legacy. And that's exactly what we've been doing since 2007. Provided 62,000 families have gotten educational scholarships, both at the primary level as well as higher ed. And we've really touched a lot of lives.
And your organization focused on veterans and service members, but has expanded.
It has. In 2022, entering the 23 academic year, we included first responders in our mission. And so you think about police, fire, emergency personnel, et cetera. It's a great extension of our mission, and it's something that is a very pressing need for our communities.
And your organization has reached nationally. You're getting quite a lot of applications, and unfortunately, there's a need to fill those still.
That's correct. So the average scholarship that we provide is around $5,000, which doesn't sound like a lot of money when you think about the cost of higher education today. But those scholarships often lead to other things when a student is applying to a college. And so the $5,000 generally expands pretty considerably. And so, yes, there is a heck of a lot of need out there. Entering this school year, we had 18,000 applications. We were able to fill about 16,000 nationally. Of those, there was 1,500-ish applications in the state of Ohio, and 200 or 300 of those were not filled as well. So the need still remains very great, regrettably, because when you think about the root cause of how somebody qualifies for those scholarships, it's really unfortunate.
You've given away some pretty special scholarships over your time. You want to give us a little bit of insight on one that maybe holds a little bit more of a special place in your heart?
Yeah, so when they expanded to first responders, I had the privilege and the opportunity to present the first responder scholarship to a community very close to our hearts here in Warren County and southern Dayton, et cetera. Sergeant Brian Dooley was a sheriff's deputy in 2011, and he was in front of a impaired driver, I won't say drunk, impaired driver, and was putting out stop sticks and trying to stop this guy. And unfortunately, the driver swerved and Brian Dooley was killed in service to our community. At the time, he had a 4-year-old daughter, Emma. In 2023, I had the privilege of giving Emma the first responder scholarship in the state of Ohio. And I've done some pretty cool things in my life, and I've been very, very fortunate. Nothing has made me more proud to both just be a member of the community as well as a participant within the Folds of Honor mission than that day. And she continues to remember that, and we continue to serve our communities in that way.
In Revolt, he's going to get it done for you tonight. We got $10,000 on the line. What does that mean to your organization?
Well, $10,000 will provide 2 scholarships for 2 families from the state of Ohio here. So we can impact 2 more Emma Dooleys, 2 more service members who have lost a parent in service to our country. It is the greatest opportunity we have as individuals when we're born into this world is the opportunity to learn. And when you think about giving that student who has lost a parent, a mom, a dad, whatever, an ability to kind of prop that up in the terms of education, it is so impactful. $10,000 means 2 scholarships, and that is 2 more lives that we've been able to touch in a very meaningful way.
And Revolt, you bought a big group. I'm sure you're going to be nice and loud cheering him across the finish line, right?
Absolutely. I've got my neighbors here, all who volunteered our golf outing. And I've got a special 4-year-old that's going to wear the shirt and be on my shoulders as the horse comes around in first place.
I say, and we expect to see this suit in the winner's picture, right?
Exactly. If number 10 Revolt wins, I may accentuate this suit with a vest because 3-piece suits are really coming back.
So there we go. We're going to cheer on number 10 Revolt for Folds of Honor.